What going, YouTube, man? It's your boy Jay Smalls. I'm coming at y'all boys with another video, man. Today, as y'all can see, we're reacting to how the NBA is deliberately ruining the playoffs by my guy Hoop Reports, always dropping them bangers. Now, one thing I for sure think of off the bat is the length of games and the rest, bro. I'm tired of rest, bro. But if you guys who've been clicking on this video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're having a fantastic and incredible day so far, or night, whatever time you're watching this. And shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here, allowing y'all to be here, and just everything he has done for us, man. Truly, thank you, Jesus. But with all that being said, let's see what Hoop Report's talking about. So without further ado, let's give it up.
I watched Anthony Edwards defy gravity and dunk Kevon Looney into another dimension.
Like, come on, why you gotta start the video like this, bro? Come on. Like, you could have, like, dang, bro, you could have pulled up like the free throw, no hate, or like a bad call or something, injury. Why you gotta pull on my man's Kevon Looney getting punched down, bro? You wrong for that, bro. I don't like you. Oh, you wrong for that. And your boy just got it, you know? My bad. Yes,
mind. But it was hard to feel anything. When the heart of the game was across the court, buried in a hoodie, staring blankly into nothing.
I would have been rethinking my whole life right
The
there if
best
I'm
of the
Curry, bro.
best.
I'm hot.
Superstars clashing. Basketball that writes legacies. That's what the NBA playoffs are supposed to be. But lately,
there is concern for Stephen Curry.
Steph Curry, officially a left hamstring strain, will not return to tonight's game.
I want to pause the video, but I know he's gonna spit some truth, bro. So I'm gonna hold it off, bro. I'm gonna hold it
the
off,
playoffs
bro.
used to be a stage for greatness. Now, they're a test of who can simply make it to the end.
Literally full of injuries.
We want to crown a champion, not for rising above the rest, but for just staying alive. The league sees it, we see it, and if this continues, if the stars keep disappearing when it counts, the NBA could lose what made it an icon
Exactly.
in the first place.
Like, bro, this is what I don't get. If the NBA see, like, bro, it should not be a thing. Obviously, injuries happen in every sport, right? I'm not taking that away. But it should never get to the point. Obviously, in every sport is who can last the longest, who can stay healthy as longest, right? But it's starting to get to a certain point where legit, there is like, it's bound for people, like for most players, especially most of the higher caliber, elite level players to get hurt, bro. Like, let's say you're an all-star, or superstar, or something. You're playing at least 35 minutes a night. You're already playing at however many, at least 55 games, unless you're Joel Embiid. And then you got the play-in. I don't know if the play-in adds in more or not. Does it? I don't know. But then you got the playoffs where you have to win 16 games just to win the finals. That's if you go undefeated. That's an extra 16 games. And people don't, I feel like, don't really try in the regular season. But when it comes into playoffs, bro, that's when people are actually trying their hardest. And you get 1 day breaks, right? One day off. You play 2 games at home, right? Okay, cool. Then you have to travel to the other team, to their state. Depending on if you're lucky, you're all in the same state, to their state, and play them the day after, literally the next day. Basically the next day, you might as well, or travel, you might as well say the next day. Then you do that again, then you fly back to your, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa, you feel what I'm saying? People are getting hurt too much, bro. They need some space. The playoffs are going to get boring. I'm tired, like, bro, the outcomes would be a lot. It's not even about who's the best team at this point, bro. It's a matter of who's the healthiest at the right time. Like, it's low-key garbage. Like, why do I have to see my man Steph Curry out right now, bro?
Changes. Why?
I know he's hurt. I would have been so hurt, bro. Just take us to game 6, please.
Hey guys,
Ad?
a while back my computer got
I
hacked.
see. I knew it.
Someone
I
said
knew it.
If you're
I saw the ad coming, bro. I knew it.
money at all,
Felt it.
its own
All right,
product
my bad.
finally clicked. The NBA is slowly killing its own product.
Literally.
82 games at a time.
And I'll be honest, the fact that this wasn't really all that significant of a, drastic position raises my
Like, when
concern.
I was looking for the injury, the only thing I can think of, bro, is just a wear and tear. That's literally it. Because he didn't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. Literally,
As someone
bro.
who's had a league pass since day one, who still remembers random box scores from 2015.
Bro, that was a nut cut, bro.
Who's
Randall.
basically a walking NBA encyclopedia.
I almost said Randall cutting him. My bad.
I'll be
bro.
real.
Robert cutting
There are
him.
stretches of the 82-game season that are just brutal to sit through.
Now that January, end of January, like the last, like last week of January, All-Star Weekend. Oh, dog shit.
All right, look. I know it might be a hot take to some people, but let's be honest. I understand people be saying basketball players don't have it hard, NBA players don't have it hard. Listen, hear me out though. You have to think. Imagine being an NBA player, right? The season starts in October or something like that. You play an 82-game season, and let's say like you're like the Warriors or you're like LeBron or you're like one of the teams that has actually potential to win a ring. You try to play 82 games, let alone all the hard workouts you got to do leading up to that, the hard, strenuous workouts you're doing during the season, all the games you're playing during the season, all the times you're barely getting sleep, your body's hurting, you're going to get injured. There's going to be some sort of injury at some point, whether it's big, minor, or small. But still, you're trying to play through that while traveling, while jet lagged, or playing like whatever that John called. You get a little break, all-star break, all right, cool. Right back after, you got to play as best as you can, then you enter the playoffs. You enter the playoffs, now everybody is sweating. They putting everything on the line at that point. If you're not, you tripping. Like, what are you doing? So at some point in the playoffs, especially if you go to the finals, everybody probably has some sort of minor injury at that point. For the most part. You're going 115% every game, especially if you're going to game 6 or 7, which 95% of the time you're bound going there. You're exhausted. You only get 1 day rest for the most part. And then you win that series, and then you got to do it again. And then let's say you sweep, you got to do it again. And then let's say you go to 6 or 7, you got to do it again. That's not even including no game planning, no film watching, none of that. Bro, do you know how hard? Now, there obviously is a whole lot of other jobs harder. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, all right, that's what I'm trying to say. But do you know how hard that is, bro? That is tough. I ain't gonna lie. Bro.
That's the whack part of the
So when
season.
people try to act like NBA players is like being an NBA player is just easy, bro, no. I'm not saying it's harder than other stuff, but it has its own level of highly extreme difficulty, bro. The physical and mental
Nights feel meaningless.
toughness you're going to need
And when I do
is
tune in,
a lot.
half the time, the stars I came to see aren't even on the floor.
I'll be
Only
hot,
two
boy.
players
If
all-stars
I pay
this
tickets
year
and
of the
they
26
and the person I
are
watch ain't even
targeting
there, I'm
82
raging,
games
bro. I
played
ain't
this
gonna lie.
season.
Take this past January, Warriors versus Grizzlies on the 4th. A spicy matchup full of history.
Boy, Curry ain't play, I'm
Before that
guessing.
story could breathe, they faced the Kings, Heat, and 2 more teams.
Dang!
in 6
Back
nights.
to back.
5 games in 7 nights.
I'll be
No
crying.
time to rest, no time to build drama, no time to feel anything. And the worst part? Steph, the face of the franchise, the reason people tune in, only played in 3 of those games.
See, I'm hot, bro.
Not from injury, but because at 37, if he pushed through all 5, he wouldn't have made it to February.
Facts.
Now stretch that chaos across 30 teams and 6
I'm not trying to pause too
straight
much, but I'm
months.
gonna be honest, bro.
And what you get
Have y'all ever had the experience? This was my last time for real. Maybe. Have y'all ever had the experience of where you pay the tickets and everything, right? And then, let's say whenever that time comes, you go to the game and your favorite player is not playing. Like, I'm sorry. If I was now Bron didn't miss that many games, right? But if I was a Cavs fan and I went and bought tickets in advance, that's what most people, 99% of people are doing, buying tickets in advance. And whenever the time comes, you're telling, not even saying he's hurt, I'm still devastated the same. Let me find out LeBron is resting. And I'm talking about the Cavs where it was just him and the second best player was like J.R. Smith. Let me find out LeBron is resting. I'm crying. Imagine I just got front row tickets or some super good tickets, bro, or something, and LeBron ain't playing. And that is the whole reason why I went to the game. I'm hot. Now, I've never went to an NBA game nor an NFL game, so I've never had that experience. But if y'all had one of those experiences, bro, let me know how it was, bro. Did y'all just, like, try and get a refund, or did y'all just sell those tickets, or you just still went? Because if I went to Warriors game and I didn't see Curry, I'm going to still be glad I went. You know what I'm saying? Still be happy to get to watch my team because I like the Warriors. But if I didn't see Curry, or, like, if I went to a Timberwolves game and Anthony Edwards is taking a rest, brother, I'm selling those tickets. Maybe. I'm hot. NBA turn the game down, bro. That's the only excuse or reason.
It's exhaustion. That's why the league had to create the in-season tournament.
As a pretty casual NBA fan, but somebody who follows the sport pretty well, it's hard for me to even really get super dialed into the NBA in-season tournament when I know at its roots it was created to make the regular season mean something a little bit for these guys.
Bro, the in-season tournament don't matter,
If
bro.
boredom
Nobody
were the only
cares
issue,
about that.
we'd let it slide. But it's hurting the one thing that matters, the playoffs.
Exactly. Like, I don't know why they're trying
Joel
to push that
Embiid,
Sario
most
in-season
dominant big
tournament.
since
It's
Shaq,
trash.
Can't even make it to April in one piece.
That's
Last year, Giannis broke down right before the playoffs.
Dang.
And this year, his
The
co-star
Bucks haven't
Dame-
been healthy for like a minute, bro. For like the past 2-3 years, I feel bad for Giannis and Dame, especially Giannis, bro. Like, he's trying everything he can, bro, and they're just never healthy, bro. Whenever like it matters the
Went
most,
down
bro.
with an
I'm feel
Achilles
bad
injury.
for.
Lillard volleyballs it over, and Lillard goes down with an injury. He's grabbing his high ankle of
Them
the
Achilles
left
injuries,
leg.
bro. Them
Can you
Johns ain't
imagine
no
the
joke,
pain
boy.
of being a loyal fan, sticking it out for 6 months, only to see your team fall apart at the finish line? Not because they weren't good enough, but because the system pushed too hard for too long.
This series, Jason Tatum literally just tore his Achilles.
That's
was
sad, bro.
basketball
That's
in the
disgusting.
80s.
Hopefully, everybody that he just told and everybody that he didn't show that's hurt, bro. Hopefully, y'all recover. You know what I'm saying? Get
And
better.
see, the
Prayers up
defense
to
is
them,
mostly
again.
stationary, and nobody's really guarding the three-point line. Players were tougher on each other, sure, but possession to possession, the pace was.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. From these few clips right here, bro, I gotta lay one thing to rest. For all these old heads who saying LeBron or Curry and all of them cannot hoop back in the day, bro, you are smoking. I don't think they say that, but you are on something, my brother. You sniffling or something, because boy, the defense I'm seeing, they legit look like bots. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, most of them are legit straight bots. I'm just being honest, bro. You can argue with me all you want. Drop Bones Highland in the 90s, bro. My brother's going crazy. I'm sorry. And I know they might get some old heads. Bones Highland gonna be looking like he's the best player in the league, probably. Who's checking Bones Highland, bro? Now the only chance they have is legit playing like the Pistons, is just straight up trucking him. But other than that, and I seen I forgot who said it. I seen somebody say Kyrie Irving wouldn't be doing too much back in the old. It was an old head too, he former NBA player. He wouldn't be doing too much back in the day because all they do is hand check him. If Kyrie Irving played in the 1980s, 90s, 70s, 60s, you think Magic Johnson would even be considered the GOAT? I mean, not the GOAT. You think Magic Johnson would even be in the conversation of being the best point guard of all time? My brother Kyrie Irving, they will legit think he's doing magic. For real, magic. The things that, bro, they were going crazy over MJ's up and under lay. Bro, people do that all. Bro, Kyrie would have hit the up and under lay. He would have flicked the ball, had the ball get a little nice spin off the glass. It would have hit on the top left. It would have spin, you know what I'm saying, in the rim. I mean, in the hoop. They would have been thinking my brother legit had cheats, something going on. And you're telling me the players today can't play back in the old days, bro. Stop it. I'm watching this. This all they see. LeBron. I don't know who's the GOAT, Bron or Jordan, but hey, I don't know. What I'm
less.
like, come on, bro. And I see what.
To today, and it's a complete.
Look at that. Hey!
But you can't compare pre-1980 with
And
yes, you can.
don't even get me started with them saying Giannis Antetokounmpo can't play.
It's the modern NBA. No, you
Just
cannot.
tomfoolery at its fullest.
The NBA might look the same on paper, same court size, same 5-on-5 setup, but the game itself, it's evolved into something else entirely.
They look like
Today's
AIs.
athletes are faster, stronger, more
Oh,
explosive.
okay. Maybe I'm tripping.
They're cutting,
I need to see some more
sprinting,
gameplay.
rotating, nonstop. The movement off the ball would gas out most players from the 80s.
Exactly. Curry's
And
giving
yet,
everybody
despite the
40
evolution
at
of the
worst.
game, the league is still using the same old format, built for a version of basketball that no longer exists. Now,
That is true.
if you just look at the numbers, it might seem like the game was faster back then. Pace per 100
that's
possessions
surprising.
was technically higher. But here's the problem with that stat. Back in the day, teams shot quicker, turned the ball over more, and thrived on transition buckets. Teams shot quicker, turned the ball over more, and thrived.
That was a nice pass. I'm not hating. Drop Curry or Kyrie Irving this, Sean. Or even Chris Paul. Or John Wall. Or Derrick Rose. Jason Kidd, Stephen. Come on, bro. No hate to Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson's very nice, you know what I'm saying? And at some point, bro, the greats have to pave the way. You feel what I'm saying? There's always going to be have to have people that are going to come before. So the game of basketball is just going to keep evolving. So shout out to all of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? They help. They paved the way. Shout out Magic, MJ, Larry Bird, all them boys. I ain't saying they trash. They're very nice. But come on. Let's be serious. If we're saying their skill level today, drop these players I just named back then. Yeah, I know.
on transition buckets. Today, the pace statistic might be lower, but the strain is higher. Every possession is calculated. And what does this all lead to?
I hate seeing injuries,
tear.
bro, I do.
And a ruined postseason.
I hate seeing injuries.
The NBA
like the
knows
Warriors
it.
would have won that
We know
year
it.
too.
So the
Boy.
question is, why does this keep happening? The answer's simple: money. The NBA might be the best basketball league in the world.
Nah, it
But
is.
First and foremost, it's a business. More games mean more revenue. And the number one rule of business, maximize profit.
Like, but that's so
cutting down
trash, though,
games,
bro. Like,
that's the
not
last
everything's
thing the
about
league
money,
wants.
bro.
Instead, they're chasing quantity, doing just enough to preserve quality, while squeezing every last ounce of energy from the players.
Dang. Like, my brother's just running and
squeezing
look.
every last
This
ounce
is
of
this is
energy
just
from the
like
players.
you're legit just being straight worn down. He was just.
I mean, just look at the recent changes they've made. Players must now appear in 65 games to qualify for
Most players
awards.
aren't qualifying for that. I'm
Teams
not gonna
can't
lie.
rest more than one star per night. Stars are required to play in national TV and in-season tournament games. And little by little, the damage is starting to surface.
Like, come on, bro. My Warriors getting old, bro. We can't be affording all this, man. You ain't got time for all this. Come on, NBA. Come on, bro. I'm tired of Adam Silver. Adam Silver, he finna blow me.
Down
He finna
because
blow
of
me, bro.
collision. He got hurt because his body was pushed to the edge.
Literally.
And that's just
And he was getting hacked all series long. Come on.
At this rate, the NBA championship won't go to the best team, just the one that survives the longest.
Literally.
But let's be real. We're here for greatness, not a marathon. We want to see the best go head-to-head, not just who survives. So, now the question is, what can the NBA actually do?
Lower the games. Take out the stupid, bro. In order for the NBA to be better, bro, take out this stupid in-season tournament, bro. Nobody cares, bro. If I see somebody pull up some of these accolades and I see in-season tournament champions, I don't care about that. You think I care about an in-season? Anyway, lower the games down to and have at least one more day off when it comes to playoffs, and the NBA is back to normal. Maybe lower the games to like 70 or somewhere around there. At least 10 games. At worst, 10 games. Have more breaks in the playoffs. And take out this stupid in-season tournament, bro. Nobody cares about that. All right? Being honest. Because At this point, bro, it's like bro said, it's going to the team who can stay the healthiest, bro. Because let's be honest, the teams that are in the thing right now. Okay, I'm not saying none of them would have made it this far, but if obviously there's gonna be injuries, but if most teams were healthy, right, the whole playoffs is looking different, bro. Straight up. Now, you got the Warriors. We're in the conference finals right now. Let's just already get that out the way. And I know some teams in the West were hurt. John Morant, I feel like the Grizzlies had a chance of being the Thunder. I'm not saying they would have. I feel like they had a chance. Obviously, Jason Tatum tore his Achilles, but they might have been down. Were they down 2-1 or 3-1 when that happened? I think they were down 3-1 after that game. The Pistons were hurt. The Cavs were hurt. Who else? And some more stuff. Like, come on, bro. What do y'all think the NBA got to change, dude? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Oh, hold on. My John froze. Hold on. Hey, please don't click off. Unless you want to. I can't force you, but like, I highly appreciate you.
What can the NBA actually do about this? Steph Curry versus Anthony Edwards. Giannis and Dame taking on the Pacers.
Oh yeah, the Bucks would did some too. I forgot to say something.
Joel
about the
Embiid,
Bucks, I'm not gonna lie.
arguably the most dominating big of the decade.
No, Joel, I don't know. I don't know if I can help him. He gets hurt. Like, I don't know.
I want to sit down and watch the best of the best go at it.
Kawhi tough.
But for that to happen, the NBA needs to rethink the regular season.
It's a fine line.
What's the number? It's not 82 no more.
It's not 82.
What's the
like
number?
70, maybe 65.
Cut it to about 60. That's
Okay,
one game
that works.
every 3
60 is
days.
fine.
Time to recover, time to train, time to perform. The
60 is great. I only said 70 because I know some people, me personally, 65, 60, to be honest.
Players shoot better, move better, and get hurt way less when they're rested. You'd raise the level of play across the board.
Need the rest. All the rest I can get.
Then you could even start the playoffs earlier and turn every game into a must-watch event. Because let's be honest,
yo, shout out
Curry.
Hey, I'm loving these ideas, man. Shout out Hoop Reports, bro. That's what we need to
the
see.
Warriors. Without him, who's really watching? Who's actually showing up to Chase Center if Steph isn't there?
Nah, a
The
lot.
man who
Tell you
literally
that.
changed the way basketball is played. Remember the 2020 season? No Steph, no Clay, KD gone. Viewership dropped by nearly 200,000 per game. That's the equivalent of 10 NBA arenas empty. Just because the stars weren't there. Look, money matters.
Look, I'm not going to say they would make more money, but think about it. Do y'all think if they did all this, would the revenue go up? Or just a slight drop? Let's be honest, bro. Because more people are going to be tuned in. More people be locked in. I know I'll be more locked in for sure. I mean, I'm already locked in, but I'll be far more locked in. And I know a lot of more casuals, a lot of more people that kind of don't really care about basketball as much would just be locked in, bro. All right.
Get it. But chasing revenue over product, forcing quantity over
They
quality,
like Wendy's, bro. Quantity over quality. I mean, Wendy's, hey, don't get me wrong. That's what the NBA is.
that's how you ruin the playoffs. And worse, that's how you walk straight into something darker around the corner. I'll always watch the NBA.
Facts.
It's a passion that won't fade anytime soon. But lately, I've started to notice something. Evolution doesn't reward the strongest or the fastest. It rewards the most adaptable. And in today's world of endless content, the NBA is at risk of falling behind.
It is, bro.
Gen Z and Gen Alpha have shorter attention spans, infinite options, and zero patience for filler. Yet the NBA keeps pumping out game after game, turning what used to feel like an event into background noise. Without real stakes, without deeper storytelling, without stars healthy when it matters, the magic starts to fade. Sure, the league just signed a monster media deal.
Like, nobody cares. Like, bro, this don't even matter, bro. I'm gonna be
From
honest.
now, when today's kids stop caring.
Dang!
What
2035,
happens
bro. That's
when
not
the
even
next
that far
TV
either.
deal
That's crazy.
doesn't come with the same hype or the same money. We've already seen it happen. Sneaker culture used to orbit the NBA. Not anymore. Baseball once ruled America. Now it clings to nostalgia.
Dang, I was too old for that. I don't remember none of that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
The world's been chasing
I mean, I'm
quantity.
too young for that. My bad.
more content, more games, more everything. And if something flops, just make another. This is a lesson for all of us. We live in a world drowning in noise, but if we slow down, even just a little, and choose to create something exceptional, not more, but better, we make the world richer. And in doing
sadly,
so,
most of this stuff is not going to happen. The words on the game
us.
is going to get worse. Sadly.
The NBA faces the same choice: more games or better ones. Because if it doesn't adapt, in 10 years, we won't be replaying Anthony Edwards dunking someone into another dimension. We'll be scrolling past a league that lost its spark.
Facts. Yo. Shout out Hoop Reports, man. Another banger he just dropped. But if you did stay this long to the end of the video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. Hopefully you guys have a blessed day in Jesus' name. And let me know what y'all think, bro. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Truly do appreciate y'all for watching. Love y'all boys, man. Without further ado, I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one, man. Yeah.